Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. I am here with Mr. Richard Brooke. We just happened to bump into each other. We're here at the Jim Rohn Memorial, which is kind of like old home week for all of us.
Yeah, it is like a class reunion.
Yeah, everybody that we've ever kind of known and seen, and most of the people that we've interviewed on Network Marketing Pro are here, and he was having lunch, and I was having lunch with Dan Caddo, and so I said, hey, let's do a little follow-up. And I will tell you, first assignment, if you haven't seen Richard Brooke's interview, go back to the amazing interview category and take a look at Richard Brooke's interview, because it's full of nuggets of how to be successful in network marketing. So here's what I asked Richard. I said, Richard, here's what I want to do. I want to do one quick follow-up talk and have you give everybody out here one key to success. So he had to go do some calls and stuff. So first of all, thanks for joining us again. And I know everybody really appreciated the interview and everything, the contribution you've made to this community. But what if you could try and narrow it down, or not that it's one definitive one, but what is one important key to success for everybody?
Sheesh, I asked you when you said that. I said, well, if you'd remind me what I said the first time, I don't want to repeat myself.
It's okay.
You know what popped in my head in the elevator? I gave it just a little bit of thought. Was replacing fear with confidence. I do this training analogy, and I might have mentioned this on the first one. I don't remember, but as a networker, one of the things that we have to do if we're going to build an empire, we have to talk to people, and we have to talk to people in a way that's attractive and engaging, and they have to be interested, they have to be honored, they have to be attracted to us. But we gotta take that first step. If it's walking across a hotel lobby or picking up a telephone, or we have to take that first step, and we have to take it with confidence. And people spend billions of dollars in our industry on training program, and there's a million trainers that teach people how to do that. And one of the things that I like to teach people is, training is good, techniques are good, tips are good. That's all very, very good stuff. But if you're not motivated to talk to people, if you don't have the confidence, which is perhaps part training, but I think it's more part a spiritual, emotional, biochemical thing going on in your body and your mind, if you don't have the confidence to go talk to somebody, if you don't have confidence that has permeated yourself and displaced the fear, you're not going to get it done. But if you do have confidence, if you've gone through the process, and it's not accidental, there's ways to do it and displace that fear, then imagine what you could do. And one of the analogies I use is, when people are stuck in their prospecting and they're depressed and they're not having success and they're going to all these training programs, they kind of tend to ask these three questions. Well, who do I talk to? And what do I say to them? And what do I say if they say no? These are all depressing, disempowering, fear-based questions. So I set it up for them this way. What if we paid you, pick any number, but $500 for everybody you not only talked to, but you ended up enrolling them? You get $500. Right, we'll wire it to you daily. You can't tell anyone that you're getting the $500. You can't use the $500 to advertise or buy leads or any of that kind of stuff. You can't give them any of the money. You can't bribe them. And they don't get the same deal, so you can't say, if you get in, you get $500 for everybody. This is just for you. $500 a head for everybody you sponsor. You got to sponsor 4 people a month minimum, or you're fired. You don't get any.
Okay.
$500 a head. It's a headhunting fee. It's totally pyramid illegal. It's a headhunting fee. $500 a head, 4 minimum a month. How many would you sponsor?
Right.
What do people say? Well, it's interesting to listen to their answers. That's kind of based on their self-esteem and based on their vision for themselves and their capacity to bring money. But, a lot of people say, oh, I'd sponsor 4. Well, I guess. Well, how about 40?
and also, you can change the number. You say, what if it's $5,000 a person? Same deal.
Just make it up.
Not 500, but it's $5,000 a person.
Whatever motivates you.
And they go, oh, okay, well, that's different.
Whatever motivates you.
Yeah.
So
So
But-
playing some tricks with your mind is one of the things that you can do to build confidence and replace that fear?
Well, I say you build confidence. You know, the easy way is you have some success and you get track record. But how do you get through the inertia so you can look back and go, I've done something great. I know how to do this. I'm successful, so now I have confidence. How do you get out of the starting blocks? And that probably the reason I like these analogies is it goes back to vision work. If people are afraid, if what embodies them is fear of, you know, who do I talk to? You know, that's basically a vision of nobody wants to do this. If you pay people $500 or $5,000 a head and you ask them, now who are you going to talk to? What's their answer?
Yeah.
Anybody.
Everybody.
And see, there's no fear-based vision in that all of a sudden. It's like everyone's a prospect. And when people say, well, what do I say to them? That's a fear-based vision of, well, I don't know what to say. What if I say the wrong thing? So if you're giving them a headhunting fee that's big enough, and you ask them, well, what are you going to say to all these people you're going to go talk to? Your answer is, I don't know.
Don't know, it
Whatever.
doesn't matter.
I'm going to show them our deal.
Yeah, and if the 500 doesn't motivate you, 5,000, we would call it
Whatever the number
100,000.
is.
You know what I'm
Whatever.
saying? But at some point you hit a number where you say, if it's $1 million per person,
You get motivated.